Hey, children of the corn, welcome back to the Woodruff cast. Today is very Saturn Neptune, and I think it was the end of July that Saturn and Neptune got the closest that they were going to get uh, to an actual official conjunction because of their retrograde motion. Saturn's going to back up away from Neptune and sit in Pisces and stew a little bit longer. But I think, like a lot of folks, the end of July felt the end of July felt like living in an open air nut house. And I don't know if you're in Europe or Australia or Japan. Hey, Billy. Um, I can't speak for the folks there, but if you are under the bell jar of what is now called the United States of MAGA, you are definitely, I would imagine, were registering the clash of these titans, Saturn and Neptune. I would imagine that you have heard volumes and volumes of different takes and spins and delineations on this transit. But today, I'm going to bring you something much more personal because you want to figure where Saturn and Neptune are sitting in your natal chart and pay particular attention to that area because this is like a meeting within the Bardo. You know, the Tibetan Book of the Dead and its theories about what happens after liftoff, i.e., death. The mind in the Tibetan Book of the Dead moving through the bardos is going through like a divestment process. So there's all these books you can read on that. And, I don't know if there's life after death. I don't know if there are bardos. I do know on the poetic, metaphorical level that there are truths to be called from the Bardo states as the Tibetans break them down. So in our chart, Saturn is the most concise consolidation of the corporeal form, the body. In the Kabbalah tradition, Saturn and Bina are connected. That's the one point in the tree of life that uh, what's descending down from the boundless level finally concretizes and takes form in Bina. And there's Saturn. For this reason, as I've talked about before, I associate Saturn with the mother in the chart and her legacy and the gene pool that the mother comes from. Neptune, you know, all the cliches, the fog, the dissolving, the stew, the mishegas, the movement into the boundless realms, the beauty that comes through poetry and music and cinema, photography, dance, all of those higher octaves of Venus that Neptune has jurisdiction over. Where in your life now are you going through the Bardo process as Saturn and Neptune do their thing? You're being trained through this transit for your own liftoff. If you have questions about life after death, this is a great time to see what your higher functions, that Neptunian antenna that goes up and is picking up transmissions from realms that we don't even understand, haven't even discovered, don't even know about. Saturn saying, concretize this, bring in these transmissions. Got to understand this before I start dissolving. So, um, I'm offering to paid subscribers, drop your comment below. Tell me a couple of things about where the Saturn Neptune is transiting in your chart and the key, not 25, but the key aspect that the transit is touching off in your chart. Please don't go, well, it's squaring my Venus that's in the eighth house and a quincunx, to the ascendant where Mars is sitting. This is just simple as best. And I will be making comments on your comments over the next week or so. So if I don't get to you like right away, just be patient because I'm having my own Saturn Neptune moments. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's it. Talk to y'all later. Bye.